and then we can talk about it.
Kat Neville is here. Time to check in with her in a couple of restaurants. Of course, publisher of Feast Magazine. And she's sponsored each week by Twisted Tree Steakhouse, the newest offerings from Cyberg's family at Watson and Lindbergh in Sunset Hills. They're now serving lunch. Check out their Sip and Savor Happy Hour 3 to 6. Jimmy Cristo is running things over there, 314-394-3366 or twistedtreesteakhouse.com. Good morning, Kat Neville.
Good morning.
What do you got for us?
I have two very kind of fun and summery ideas. First one is, you've heard of the Korean taco trend that's been going on for a few years.
I've been to this place that you're talking
Kalbi
about.
Taco Shack?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
For those of you
right there.
listening,
Yes.
we've been talking about Kelly's Cookie Monster
I
voice,
went
and
back
you just
into
did
it
it on
again.
air. Okay,
Oh my
so
God.
I thought that was awesome. Okay, so the Kalbi Taco Shack is located on Cherokee Street. It's 2301. It's a fast casual place. Kalbi itself means it's the short ribs that are marinated in a Korean kind of like sweet and spicy marinade. And then, so it's the short ribs that are kind of cooked, grilled off typically. And what's great about Kalbi Taco Shack is that you can kind of pick whatever, I don't know, vessel you would like your protein to be served in. So by vessel, I mean it can be tacos, it can be Korean-style rice bowls, so like bibimbap-style bowls.
Yes.
It can be burritos or quesadillas, and then also banh mi, which are Vietnamese-style sandwiches. And so you can do the kalbi, of course. You can do chicken, you can do pork, tofu. They just introduced a number of vegan options, including jackfruit, which if you've never had jackfruit before, it's used in typically, it's really interesting. It's a fruit that you find, like when I was in Vietnam, you could just buy jackfruit. It's absolutely delicious. You can probably find it fresh at like
International
Global
Market or something.
Foods and Jay's, stuff like that. But it has a really kind of a dense texture to it. And so, for example, you'll find it at barbecue places. They'll smoke it and they'll cook it and shred it with barbecue sauce because it makes a really good meat substitute because of the texture. So Kalbi Taco Shack is using it also as a vegan meat substitute. You can also get tofu if that's what you want.
What's it called? What's it? Jackfruit?
Jackfruit.
Jackfruit.
It's very delicious.
All right.
And it's mild in flavor, which is another reason why it works really well as a meat substitute, or just if you don't feel like eating meat,
Right.
you know, it's good.
Yeah.
So anyway, when I ordered, you know, I've been by Kalbi Taco Shack. I go to Cherokee all the time. But when I was on their website, I realized that they use a service called Skip the Dishes, which is a delivery service. And so you can go on the website and you can order anything that you want on the menu and pick your delivery time. And then you prepay and you even pre-tip. And then you just wait and the guy delivers it to you.
I love that.
I loved it. It was great.
Wow.
It was a Tuesday or a Wednesday a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I don't feel like cooking, and so I got on the website and I ordered a whole bunch of stuff, and it was delivered right to my house, and I loved that.
And it was like
So
on
hold on,
time
is
and
it
hot.
on time, perfect. Yeah.
Is it their service or is this a third-party service?
It's a third-party service that
Yeah.
they are using,
Okay.
and you pay a slight, fee. Obviously, you're tipping the driver.
Right.
But I thought it was really great. So, I mean, if you obviously go to Kalbi Taco Shack and eat the wonderful things there, but then they also have this delivery service. And just so you know, also with this new spring menu, they are also rolling out like fish tacos and bubble tea, and it's just the food is really nicely prepared. It's fresh. It's delicious.
And they have a nice, the husband and wife and their daughters. cook
Exactly.
there. It's really nice.
Exactly.
Kalbi Taco Shack on Cherokee.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome stuff.
Check it out or call this.
And inexpensive.
Yeah. Beautiful. All right. Korean. I've had Korean
Barbecue?
I've had Korean barbecue. I've also had Korean fried chicken. Is that possible?
It's possible.
I had a different kind of fried chicken. I forget. Maybe it was Korean. Maybe it was. All right, anyway.
So probably what that would be somebody is marinating it in with Korean spices, then frying it up in an
Okay.
American way.
Got it.
Is
All
what
right.
I would think.
That's what I don't remember exactly.
Which sounds delicious, and I want some.
It does. It really does.
All right, fair enough. What else you got?
All right, so number 2, Charleville Brewing, which is a long-standing winery and brewery in St. Genevieve, Missouri. They have just, like within the past couple weeks, opened up a new location in Lafayette Square. And it's right next door to Mulan, which you guys know because you came to the Tasting House.
Yes.
And so their address is 2101 Shoto. And so, number one, it's a brewery, and they have like a 7-barrel brew house on site. They have 5 to 6 different core beers. They're going to be rotating out different seasonals and specials and all that kind of stuff. Plus, they serve the wines that are made at Charleville. And so I had their unoaked and their oaked Chardonnays, and they were both delicious. And then they also have like their Norton, I think, as well, maybe a Chamberson. So if you want wine, they have local wine. If you want beer, they have local beer. And then they have a great, very large, actually, food menu of kind of tavern-style foods that go really well with beer specifically. And this is in partnership with Paul and Wendy Hamilton, who own, like, Vindicet, Mulan, 1111, all that kind of stuff.
They own Lafayette Square restaurant.
Essentially. And they have just recently launched a new greenhouse where they're growing a lot of their own produce. And so the produce that is served at Charleville Brewing Company, most of it, if possible, is sourced from the Hamilton greenhouse, like right next door.
Yeah.
And I would highly recommend that you get the hand pies. They're savory. They are not sweet. It is wonderful. One is totally veg with like sweet potatoes and beans and tomatoes and all that kind of good stuff. And they also have a curry chicken. And then another one is kind of like a ground beef. But it was just perfectly cooked. The dough is not too thick. It's deep fried, so it comes hot and crispy and totally delicious. They also have another vegetarian dish that my friend who I went to dinner with had. It was a cauliflower latke, which are like the potato pancakes essentially. And so cauliflower is mixed in, has a really nice kind of a basil cream sauce to go with that. Delicious. And they have things like pork shank and meatloaf and lobster corn dogs, like on a stick, and a bunch of different sandwiches and bruschetta. We've been talking about rolling your R's.
Yes.
So lots of fun stuff.
Charleville Brewing Company and Restaurant, right next to Vindicet there on Shoto.
On Shoto.
Uncle Paul, we should say in terms of full disclosure, is related to our TV director, Kristen Carver.
Yes, but she did not ask me to review the place.
She works for PW Pizza.
This is totally unbiased.
And I totally tried to drop her name at Vindicet, and they were like, who? And I was like, excuse me, don't you know who she is? She is leaving us.
What? Where are you going?
St. Joseph's. She's going to be a TV anchor or a TV reporter in St. Joseph's.
You know what? When I was shooting Feast TV in St. Joe, I did a piece on Il Lazzarone. It's this wonderful wood-fired Neapolitan-style pizza place. Both of the St. Joseph television stations came and reported on. So I've met your coworkers.
So now she has an exclusive contact. For restaurants in St. Joe's.
They were shooting you while you were shooting.
Yeah, they were all excited that we were there shooting for Feast TV. So they sent. We got like some serious local coverage. It was neat. It was really fun because they came and they reported on the fact that we were reporting on Il Lazzarone.
Yes. So she's leaving us and going to St. Joe's.
Well, we will miss you.
Yes.
Speak for yourself. She came here. She was a nice girl. She's very quiet.
She still
did
is
her
very
job.
nice.
Oh, now off the air,
She
she's little
is.
chatty Cathy. She's as snide as the rest of us.
She gives you a hard time?
She really, I remember
That's good.
her
Kelly
well.
has trained her well.
All right,
Yes.
Charleville Brewing Company with Uncle Paul and Wendy. And
Aunt Wendy. Wendy's
Aunt
actually your aunt, right?
Yes.
yeah, and Uncle Paul is her Uncle Paul. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but through marriage, meaning that you're
Right.
actually
Through
related
blood.
to Wendy
Yes.
through genetics.
Also,
Yes.
Kalbi Taco
With a
on
K.
on Cherokee. What is
Yes.
going on with Feast Magazine?
Well, we had that crappy weather last Friday, so we had to reschedule the Taste and See. So the next Taste and See, I know, it's a real bummer, is June 16th. That's local wine and bread and cheese. And then, so we've rescheduled the the first one, which was Artisan Meats and Sweets, and that's going to be June 30th. So heads up on that, just $15. Come and join us to get inside of the television show, which airs tonight.
There you go.
Fantastic.
And how are those cookies, Kelly?
What cookies?
The cookies
Your
from the Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster.
Oh, I can't do it on demand. I don't want to do it too often.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
Then
Thank
the
you.
mystique is ruined.
Exactly.
The Cookie Monster mystique.
848, Big 550.